Hello everybody. Okay, so in this video we are looking at set theory and understanding what it means to be a set. So what is a mathematical set? A mathematical set is a group of clearly well-defined and unique items. Right? It's a group of them together. So these items are called elements and we write each of them inside of a curly bracket. So what could this be? This could be the set of months in a year, right? The set of the months in a year was January, February, March, April, May, June, July, etc. It could be the set of days in the week that begin with T. So we have Tuesday, Thursday. We could also have like the set of houses in a deck of cards. So you can have spades, have hearts, you can have diamonds, or you can have clubs, right? So there are many different things that we can classify as a mathematical set. All we need to be aware is that it is well defined. One other thing about sets is we only ever list an element once. So let's go down here and have a look. All right, so a set must be well defined. That means we must be clear about what belongs into the set. So, for example, if I asked you to make a set of the tall people in your maths class, well, that is not well defined because what do we classify as tall? But if I asked you, can you make a set of all the people who are above 5 feet in your class? Well, you can do that because we can measure everyone and then we can create the set. Let's have a look at this here. So, which of the following are mathematical sets? State yes or no. The set of all even numbers less than 20. That is a mathematical set because it's clear and well defined. So that would just be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and less than 20. So there you go. That is that set done. The set of beautiful paintings. Is that a set? No, it's not. It's not a set because what's a beautiful painting? The set of letters in the word banana. Well, that is a set because I can list all of the letters in the word banana. So we see here we have a B, we have an A, we have an N. We also have another A, another N, and one more A. But in sets, we only ever include each element once. We only ever include each element once. The set of all prime numbers between 10 and 30. Yes, that is a set because it is clear and well defined. And the set of all tasty foods. That is not a well defined set because what's tasty food? I love tuna and sweet corn. I think that's gorgeous, but people don't like it. So that is considered a. So now that we understand what a set is, we have to be familiar with set notation. So this little E symbol here, that means is an element of. It just means this thing is in this, this element is in this set. For example, 2 is an element of this set. That is true because 2 is in the set here. So we can say 2 is an element of this set. So 2E set. If we have the element symbol but with a line through it, that means it's not an element of this set. So 5 is not an element of this set. 6 isn't an element of this set. Right? 6 is not an element of that set. 7, not an element of that set. The hashtag. It's called cardinal number. Hashtag A. What does cardinal number mean? The cardinal number is the number of elements in a set. That is called the cardinal number. So if Q is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then hashtag Q, or the cardinal number of Q, is 6 because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 elements. Two sets are equal if they have the same elements. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and B 2, 1, 4, 3. They are the same set, they're just out of order. So, but the order doesn't matter in sets. We have the same collection of elements, so therefore A is equal to B. We then have this circle with a cross in it, or this empty bracket. This is called an empty set because it has no elements in it. It's also called the null set. So the set of square numbers between 17 and 24. A square number is just something that can be written as something squared. So for example, 4 can be written as 2 squared. 16 can be written as 4 squared. The next square number is 25, which is 5 squared, which is 25, 5 times 5. So there's no square numbers that exist between 17 and 24. So we say that is a null set or an empty set. It has no elements in it. Don't be confused by this. This just means there is a set and it has 0. The element, the actual number 0, right? It doesn't mean there's nothing in it. This means an empty set with the line through it. Right. And that's it for today. So let's have a few questions before we go. List the following sets and write true and false in the statement below. A is the factors of 6. So the numbers that divide into 6. That is 1, 2, 3, 6. B is all the prime numbers less than 20. It's going to be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and 17, and 19. Remember, prime numbers are numbers that only can be divided by 1 in itself. Then C are the integers from 1 to 10. So integers just means the numbers between 1, whole numbers, 3, 4, 5. Now state whether the following is true and false. 9 is an element of C. Is 9 in this set? Yes, it is. It's over here. So that is 9 is an element of B. That is not true. False. 9 is an element of A. That's also false. 9 is not in any of these first two sets. 6 is not an element of C. Well, 6 is an element of C. There it is. Therefore, this is false. 19 is an element of B. That is true. And finally, 1 is not an element of C. Well, that is false because 1 is in my set here. And that's it for the introduction to sets. Next video, we're going to be looking at subsets. So I hope this some helped you guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.